Hi guys, Emmanuel is back again with another video. Before we go any further, please subscribe. We always have to remind people to subscribe. Sometimes they forget that. Subscribe and hit the like button so that the video can reach a little bit more people, because we're talking about something very exciting today. Something that can save you money, and people who do love saving money. I don't know of anybody who doesn't love a good saving. So today we're going to be talking about DSLR. We've been talking about DSLR in the past few videos, and we're going to continue in that line because I just feel like they are such a good value for money that we are sometimes really stuck up into like newer technology. And if you look at it on face value, there isn't so much newness in the mirrorless camera beside the fact that there is no mirror. DSLR have a mirror reflex. For those who do not know how DSLR work, they generally have a mirror inside that goes up when you take a photo, and that's why they are called DSLR. I don't even know. I forgot what DSLR stands for, as much as I'm a photographer. And the mirrorless cameras, I just have to make sure this is off. Like this, they do not have a mirror inside, and so basically what you get on your live view is what you are seeing. So basically that's the biggest difference. And generally what you find on DSLR are optical viewfinder. So you are just looking through the glass or anything like that. So you're looking through the glass, you can't see any markings, maybe beside your metering and maybe your ISO and your shutter speed and your aperture. On mirrorless camera, you have what they call a electronic viewfinder, which is more like a mini screen, and it shows you in real life your exposure and anything you are any change that you're making into your image. Whereas with a DSLR, you are sort of limited. You can't get all of those experience at the same time. So which one is better? I mean, in terms of speed and everything, I guess a mirrorless camera probably would take the cap there, but DSLRs are making sort of a resurgence in right now. So one of the things, I had a photo shoot yesterday. I have a few photos here that I've edited from the Canon 400D. This was a paid photo shoot, so I couldn't shoot a lot of photos with the 400D. I relied on the 800D, which is like a much newer camera compared to like the this one. So you can see for yourself. I use this a lot. I use my 800D a lot. So this is like my DSLR of choice. It has really good image quality. The RAWs are fantastic. Not as good, for example, that I think as the 400D. So I'm not really going to do a comparison between the two, but I'm just going to be maybe heaping a bit more praises into like my 400D here, because I've been very surprised with this camera for what it offers. As for those who do not know, this is a 10 megapixel camera that was released, I think, in 2006. So everything in this camera scream old and slow, and yeah, pretty much everything. But if you pair it with a good enough lens, you will get good enough results. Sometimes a client wouldn't even know, because if I send this photo to this client, I don't think she'll be at the point where she'll be like, oh, this. She'll probably just be like, this looks very beautiful. She won't be in a position to say, I think I hope there was a little bit more megapixel here. No, she won't even zoom into that, because I don't think clients do zoom on their photos. Baby, do you zoom on your photo? Yeah. So even my wife confirms. So she doesn't really zoom. Pixel peeping, I think, is for professional, for people who do food photography and all of those other stuff. Speaking of food photography, I did some product and food photos with my Canon 800D, and you would never really see the difference there. This is a 24 megapixel, so it's 200%, 200 and maybe 24, it's about how many percent bigger than the other one? Maybe 110% or so bigger than the Canon 400D. So this is the 800D, literally double that camera. So you can definitely you can't see that here, and that is something that I really liked with the this 400D, because the image quality And the colors, that's one thing that I want to talk about as well. The colors on this camera is really, really beautiful. These are the rows that I've shot. So I'm just gonna switch to my main. So yeah, let's go into like a comparison view. This is the picture I shot. This is the row. This is the row, and this is the JPEG. It's the same photo in RAW and JPEG, and this is my edits. And when I edited it, I'll just put it here. There you go. So there we go. This is the information shot on the 50mm, obviously. Aperture was f4. That's why it's as sharp as you are seeing it. And this is the raw file. So let's see. The sharpness is there. Definitely you can make out all the details. And this is a 10 megapixel photo. As you can see here, even in terms of size, the picture is only like 11.32 megabits on the camera. Very, very good. I can add title and all the details, but I don't need that. And this is where we ended up when I edited it. So generally you don't put all the details, but you can see the details are there. Especially when you edit, you can bring back a bit more details on the raw files. So definitely looks really good. I don't think any client will probably be like, I don't like those photos, they don't look good enough. So the details are there. 10 megapixel definitely is something that you can use. Yeah, so I personally think that we are very much hung up in terms of camera technology. It has evolved a lot, especially in terms of video. I think one thing that has evolved a lot for camera technology, and especially in terms of like DSLR, mirrorless, is video technology. That has really gotten pretty much good, and they've gotten to a point where you can't really produce bad work with any camera that you have at this moment. If I said last time, if you have something that is not good, that you've produced that is not good, you may have to look at yourself as the problem and not as the gear that you are using. Because yeah, for 24 megapixel, 10 megapixel with a camera where you can interchange lenses should be more than enough. So at this point, I think size doesn't matter. Size really doesn't matter. At this point, it's just, I think, your skills, your ability to produce good work that really has to matter. So yeah, that's pretty much it, what I wanted to talk about in this video for regarding this camera and me putting it through its pace. I think I did say in the last time that I would be really happy to see how it shoots a human being, and how you can definitely get result maybe in studio with control lighting. And I'm pretty happy with what I've seen so far. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you in the next one, and peace out.